Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am your host, Ahmani. I am joined with two of the boys. We have Devaughn. There we go. And it's a good thing I didn't call us Team Chill Vibes. We have Leon.
Hi, how you guys doing?
I was about to say we got Team Chill Vibes over here, and then you were going to be like, I'm like, yep.
Bro, I'm ready, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
We can do this.
He
Yeah,
also snuffed a line of cocaine before getting here.
you probably have.
I'm not
Then
gonna
I said also, as if it implied that I did.
Yes, Ahmani does cocaine.
All I have is an
fact.
energy drink right now
That's
because
cap.
I'm kind of tired.
I do no drugs.
Hey, that's the more you know about Ahmani Brown. He does hard cocaine. Not
Yes,
even
hard
reg-
drugs is the way to go, apparently.
No, not even cocaine.
I do herbs. Don't worry, I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm more of an herb person.
I would never touch the thing. Let's move on.
I'm not even that kind of herb person either.
It's a whole lie.
I'm not even that kind of herb person.
I'm just a regular herb guy. Like, I'm chefing it up. What you mean?
I've been chefing it up. I got my spices, bro.
yeah, I got my spices. I know I got my spices.
I know you got your spices, but I chef it up.
Yeah.
We know who the resident potheads are. We know.
You're...
I hope we
Just don't
established
call
that.
yourself out. I just said we know.
I just said... wait, whoa, Ahmani. I just said you're...
I'm just saying.
I can't say you're...
I mean,
I gotta stop saying
it's
it.
kind of
I mean,
agreeance.
you do you. You do you,
You do
man.
you, yeah.
You're...
You know, you can. You do you, man. You're,
You're.
stupid. We're dumb. So, we're in this. We're, 4 minutes in now for me?
I think 2 minutes and 3 minutes. Never mind.
Yeah, 3:51.
All right. So, how have you guys been doing on this fine, lovely Sunday? Because we're supposed to record this on Saturdays, but we're not.
It's been pretty good. It's been all right. You know, work, annoying coworkers, annoying customers sometimes. No, usual stuff.
The vibes of,
Yeah. Yeah.
working your day to day. I feel it.
Yeah.
I had a pretty midweek.
Midweek.
Yeah, it was good and bad. I went to my sister's basketball game, but I got in an argument with my grandmother.
Oh,
Oh,
Mhm.
that's not good.
Mhm.
it's big sad. It's big
Yeah,
sad.
yeah, that's okay. She's right. She's not right, but my father said you should move out. There's a reason why she's still there. Why she's arguing with me? Like what? That's not she. Just because she had a bad day doesn't mean she's bringing it up on me. I was like, okay, whatever. But my dad was like, you should move out. It's your fault. I'm like, yep, he's right. I shouldn't be here. It's something driving me forward, so I fucks with it.
I feel it.
It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Always fair.
But
That is fair.
the basketball game, my sister's team was coached by a really good coach. The home
Mhm.
team, there was a away team that we came to a different high school. The home team was trash.
Oh.
It was funny watching them do plays. I was like, this is not.
That's not good.
That's a basketball team. That's crazy.
And watching my sister go up by 20, my sister's team go up by 20 points, I'm like, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why you the MVP. That's why we are the goats.
She's
The goats.
defensive pressure. She brought it. They brought it very hard. It was very fun, and they had one play. Say, I'm just gonna. She said the coach. We were sitting by the coaches, like the home team, and she said, just throw it down to to the person. This girl just throws it down. Nobody down there. And she did it multiple times. You're like, bro, pass it to a teammate. Like,
Just throw it down there. Somebody get it. Just throw it down there. Just throw it down there.
I was like, bet sister team get the
Yeet.
ball.
Use your brain cells. No, it's not connecting. Sorry.
Man,
Nah.
I was laughing. The ref tried it. Was doing some huff calls. People talking shit to the refs.
I think she got kicked off the team.
It was funny. Like one ref said, "Yo, you're talking too much." This one guy's like, "Bro, call better shit."
Make better. Like, just call it. Do your job. He's talking too much, bro.
And
Talking too
I
much.
almost fucked up because I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was like, oh wait, he's kind of close to me. Let me chillax.
Shut up. It's like, that's the ref. Next thing I know, he's like,
Who
you representing? No one. No one
I
at
know.
all.
Exactly what you're doing. But pretty interesting week I had. And fun 2024. This year is going great.
Yeah.
It's been
Well, I just remembered
fascinating so
something.
far, to say the least.
We'll
To say the least.
We'll see. We got big things happening. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like, big things haven't technically already happened.
I feel like bigger things are happening.
Yeah.
What's the list of things we got so far? We got the Cat Williams interviews.
Yeah.
What else? Obviously, the big one for you, Devaughn, is in New York with the synagogues.
I don't worry
and the-
about
and the
those.
power ring.
I'm not worried about those people.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? What else
No,
happened so
nothing
far? I know
really.
there's more. There's been
Nothing
other
really
things
happened.
that's happened
I'm not sure.
news wise.
The world's just in a fun state again. That's it.
It's just memes, stupid stuff. Nothing really happening.
So here's
I'm just saying.
so it's nothing too crazy though. So it's
No.
so is this? Are we finally out of the trilogy? Out of the
No.
sequels?
No, I feel like
I don't.
we're getting ready for a
I
bang.
don't think
Ahmani.
so.
Ahmani, election years go hard.
Because 2020 hasn't really ended. It's been crazy how we've gotten like back-to-back sequels to 2020.
I feel like it was 2016 to 2020 was a movie, and now 2020 to 24 was another movie. We're starting in the third movie.
this is the third movie.
This is
A
the
different
final,
plot completely.
this is the final act of mine. This shit gonna go hard.
Fair enough. Comes to threes. The whole decade's gonna go down. It's like that was a decade.
It was not good.
But all right. So what you guys been watching? What you guys been playing? What you guys been reading? What's up with that?
How about this? I'll go first. I'll make it easy. I'm
Alright.
doing the same things, but I just showed nothing really because I like to watch old things over and over. Gopher's brain. I forget the shows I watched. So I watched Vox Machina with Daquan. Pretty much most of my time with that. Nothing else.
Apparently, he never saw it despite being in the room while you were watching it. I don't know
Yeah.
how that happened. I don't know how he just missed that.
Hey, that's impressive though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. This scene is happening right now that Daquan's watching.
So luckily, he just gets to go straight from Vox Machina season 1 to 2 and all the way down to whatever is left. I guess
Not for real.
they're
It's
about to
just
do
two
the Mighty
seasons.
Nine, and I kind of want to see how that plays out because obviously, I guess we could say this. Most of us have not watched the D&D campaigns that these shows are based off of originally. Anyway,
Mhm.
like because I know I haven't watched the Matt Mercer stuff. I know where it's from, obviously, and people were
Mhm.
really excited about the Mighty Nine. And
I've seen some like clips because there are people out there who like to do like little animation.
yeah, like I've
like,
probably seen something like that.
voiceovers, something like that.
But
It's cute. There's some fun
But
ones.
I haven't actually like seen it. Like I don't know any of the context for any of the campaign itself.
Mhm.
And luckily, we're able to avoid spoilers for the most part.
Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, as long as we don't think about it too much, we're able to just not have to worry about that. Because
Mhm.
not something I'm trying to see. Some people might be like, "How are you getting spoiled on a campaign?" Yeah, no, I never seen the campaign, bro. I'm watching the show. It's just cool. The show's just good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's about whenever that happens.
Mhm.
But Vox Machina, as you already know, high recommend from everybody here. Good times. So, what else,
Yeah.
bro?
Nothing really. Again, playing a lot of the same things. Like, of course, the Fortnite battle. But I'm playing the Tycoon, getting XP. That's wastes so much time. But it's so much XP. You just do something. It's like an ADHD thing. It just numbers go up, big numbers. It's so stupid. But free XP.
XP.
Yeah, free XP. I don't know what else I've been doing. Oh, fucking Rocket League with Thou Shall Not Be Named.
Alright.
I don't want to talk about that.
Nah, it's too late. You already said it.
He wants to be a better team, but doesn't want to do the things to be a better team. That makes me very sad.
So I'll give some slight context to this. So Devaughn, and that who shall not be named, as well as The sequel to that, I guess, is what we'll say. I feel like we mentioned it before, but we'll just do that now. The sequel to that. There's two of them.
And I decided to play Rocket League with them all the time. That's my squad.
Yeah, that's the Rocket League squad. Y'all do pretty good for the most part, I would say.
Yeah.
Better than the average person, normal, like easily, I would say. But you know, teammates are teammates, especially when they don't act like teammates.
It's a team of hardheads. I can be a hardhead too, so this is great.
But yeah. So basically, he just doesn't. He doesn't want to. Here's the big conundrum. So if you guys are like trying to improve yourselves, right? You're like, we want to do better so we can get a certain rank, because that's the whole goal. The obvious idea for most people would be to, hey, let's kind of practice a little bit. Let's try to improve our skills by practicing, so that we can get certain things down a little bit better. He who shall not be named does not want to do that. He doesn't want to practice. He's just telling other people to get better and play the game more, but he doesn't want to practice. Which is weird, because you're telling people to play the game more. But if you're going to play the game more, then you might as well practice. It's contradictory at nature by default, to say the least. It's a lot. I was there for that argument. That argument was funny. So infuriating
Very
at
sad.
the same time too.
I gave up.
Very sad.
So once I mentioned, I was like, oh wait, I played Rocky. I was having a little fun, and I realized, oh, what happened really happened. I'm like, oh, fuck.
All right, give them the whole rundown. Give them the full story.
No reason to give the full story. I'll just give those some. Thou shall not be named. This says he's the best striker ever. He's the best, but does not want to play goalie one bit. Even though the game of Rocket League is rotating. Rotating is the best thing for upper ranks, what he wants to go to. But he decides he does not want to be goalie. He just wants to do his own thing. But he cannot do his own thing in a team game where other teams rotate and play efficiently and wonder why we lose. I'm like, bro, I watched them. I see them.
I'm looking at what they're doing. I see the play. We're not doing that.
And it's not. And it gets so sad. I'm like, okay, how about you practice goalie? No. Like, okay. We won't get better. And
how about we practice rotating? No. All right. Then I guess we remain the same.
And that lasted for at least like 30, 40 minutes, just back and forth. That was very fun today. I'm mad I brought that up, actually.
It was still kind of funny. I'm not gonna front.
It was
even
hilarious.
Even being there, I was like, "This is just
It's
stupid."
hilarious, but it's so sad. It's a fucking video game.
I'm just trying to have fun with my friends.
Like, but it's all good. Plays in FORTNITE and got some W's. I'm actually really getting into the music royale for some reason. I woke up and started playing that. I hate myself.
Oh,
Yeah. They have more songs, and if you do fail, people have more songs. And you just do it like that.
I kind of want to play a little bit more of it myself too.
Indeed. But FORTNITE takes over the world. I hate that. I want to stop, but I'm too addicted.
It's doing its best to take over the world.
Well, if you find something else for me to play, I'll play.
I won't let it. I mean, technically, I'm distracting you with Risk of Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just waving the carrot in front of the stick and be like, "Hey, you want to play more of this?" And you're like, "I do want to play more of this."
Risk of Rain was very fun. I'm very glad we played that. We became gods today about it.
So for those that have joined us on the stream, and I guess I'll explain this to you too, Leon. So we've made multiple runs throughout this game, throughout the years that it's been out. 'Cause it's actually been out for years at this point. Especially with like the DLC that's come out and everything like that. Our squad of usually me, Devaughn, and Aaron, and whoever else decides to join, but it's usually those three, have been stopped multiple times by two bosses in particular. um, they're both DLC bosses. One of them being this weird, squid polyp thing that's giant, and you have to take a bunch of monoliths out, and it throws black holes at you, and you're like, okay, this is a lot, because it's a cosmic horror. We're fighting cosmic horror stuff basically.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Devaughn was doing so well. We had such a good run going that we beat that one. And then there was
Oh,
a giant
nice.
super space crab that's at the end of the game that we've also made it to before. And that thing has killed us a bunch of times with our squad being the way it is. And me and Devaughn beat that one too. In the same run.
And it was so easy.
Oh, dude, we ran through. Bruh.
It was like
When
it was so bad. I was like, Ahmani, wait, let me get some shots in.
I would have hit it too. We ran through the first phase so fast we thought it was over. And the second phase popped up, which we did know that the second phase was a thing. It was like, okay, so there's a second phase, because I think we did it before, right? So we were like, okay, second phase, no problem. Ran through that one. Found out there was a third phase. Didn't care. Did not care. It was like, on this day, Devaughn, we've won. We've beaten the game. It is over. There's nothing left for us to kill.
I was like, oh wait,
we've killed it all. He went to the portal and he was like, I'm ready for whatever's next. And it's just like, all right, you won. And we're like, oh, what? We won? I'm like, yeah, we won, man. It's over. We killed everything in the game.
I was ready, bro.
The DLC's done. We've done it.
So you technically beat the game now. So is that technically it?
So before we've beaten the game, we've beaten runs of the game, because like there's the big boss at the end of every run. But the DLC dropped a new zone that you can get to by taking portals to get to another thing, which allows us to go through that whole thing and deal with a bunch of stuff that we normally don't have to deal with. It's like a completely different route that you could just take to beat the game now.
I'm glad we streamed that, so we have that full run.
And we did it. It was just like, we got it. It's easy clap, I guess.
So my question is, what characters did you play? I know mods and everything.
We did have mods.
So many things.
I played, which admittedly, some people might be like, well, you beat it with mods, it's not fair. Nah, some of these are really fair. Some of these, like, because we have character mods, but nothing that's crazy broken. I played it with the driver. Devaughn was using alien hominid. And that was fun.
I was an alien with a gun. I just said
he wasn't
alien with fast, strong, explosive.
The driver's whole deal is that technically he looks like GTA the character, but he's actually more of just like straight up Metal Slug. So you fight enemies, they drop crates that you pick up, and they just have different weapons that have limited amounts of ammo. And Alien Hominid is, well, it's Alien Hominid. If you played that game, it's just him. It's just that little guy, that little fun-loving guy. And then we just managed to beat the game with that. We just happened to just run through everything. We went to
we
one of the
decided to go God mode for no reason. Just
we kind of did, because we went to one of the special areas too early, because we was like, okay, we can go here, and then we basically ran into what started to get kind of hard, and was like, all right, we're gonna make a tactical retreat with what we got. We came back, beat that area again, then went to the old new area towards the end of the game, and wrecked shit on everything that was over there too. After beating that polyp boss. Which we was like, all right, cool. I guess we're fighting this thing too. And then, so we're like, all right, we're just winning. We got it. So we did a good job. We did good job, Devaughn. That's my partner right there.
That shit was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was like, what, a tear to my eye. We've done it. I can't wait till whenever they decide to add more to that game, because now we've beaten it all. Well, that's not true. We haven't beaten the Simulacrum yet. We have to do that.
Okay.
The one where like you get the little polyp that's always like moving around, like the safe zone. We haven't done that, so we have to do that. We've gotten far in that one with Aaron though. That one was fun.
We should run it tomorrow from Martin Luther King Day.
We should. We can run it. I don't mind. Leon, do you have that game?
No.
No, I need to buy it. I don't have money right now. I got a paycheck first.
We need Leon to get this game.
Mm.
Donate to us so that Leon may have this game.
That'd be very nice.
It would be. It would be nice.
Very nice of you. Very nice of all of you. Be big fun. We get to have.
We would appreciate it.
Much appreciated.
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna drink this.
But what else, bruv? What else did we do?
I don't know.
Or did you do?
Nothing. I was pretty had a chill week with the kids. I'm like the substitute TA now because they trust me in each class, and they tried me with a kid that's really bad, and it did not work. I was like, damn, this kid is out of control.
I was like, I see why no one likes you.
I mean, he's funny, but he just does what he wants. Cannot stop him. He's really fast. Jumped up on that.
He's just a typhoon.
It's great.
Cannot stop him.
I was like, I don't fucking know. Look at this. Look like the principal looked at me. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I didn't say that, but I just give a little shrug. I'm like, no, I'm just.
Now we're back.
Okay. Now we're back. Okay, awesome.
Because technical difficulties, we love those.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Fun to
Yeah,
do
like
great
that.
stuff right now.
Yeah. Talk too much in my hands to say.
He's like, the kid's got on a whip. He's like, oh, the mic is gone. It's left the building. It's out. It's on the street.
Yeah, he's very fun to deal with. I hope we'll see what happens next week. Send me
Fair
back
enough.
to my class. I'm vibing. I'm chilling. But other than that, I just want to work and have a better life. Woohoo! 2024 is gonna be a big year for Devaughn. Mark it down.
That's the move.
All right.
All right. Leon, your turn. Gun to your
Yes,
head. Go.
okay. All right. So me.
Gun to your head.
Yeah, gun to your
Hello?
head.
Gun to my head. Shit. All right. Fuck.
Bang!
just have this moment of silence. Just like, oh damn, he's dead.
Unfortunate.
Anywho, Monty,
Bring him
now
back.
your turn because I'm dead now. But no. For me, I've watched. I've watched at least new wise. I finished up Sonic Prime. Sonic Prime had its season 3 come
Oh,
out.
you bitch! You've already watched it. You.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw it today. I was like, oh shit, they got a new season. I'm gonna have to watch that. He's already on it.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Like I saw like a little like ad of someone saying, "Have you watched Sonic Prime yet?" I'm like, no, I have not. I didn't know it was out already. But shit, okay, I guess I'll watch it.
Alright.
So I did that. It's good. It's pretty good. Standard quality though, kind of. It's supposed to be somewhat like dramatic. But I was like kind of It's Sonic. I can't really feel all that,
I don't know, man. Have you read them
gut
comics?
wrenched. Oh no, the comics yes, but the show I'm just like kind of like
It's not that dramatic. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not. You're not gonna get like, oh no, because there's supposed to be like a whole big moment, but you're like, At least to me, unless you're like a child, then you probably will be all
Maybe
kind of
you're shook.
shooken.
Maybe you're a little shook as a kid.
Yeah. But there's that. I continued watching Freerun. Good stuff. Fantastic show so far.
What do you think of the Sonic Prime one? I guess I'll ask real quick. Like, what is your verdicts? Because I'm assuming this is the end. It was.
I'm guessing. I'm not totally sure. It kind of leaves some things open ended, I think, but kind of closes it too.
Okay.
I'd say it's a good 7 for what it is.
A 7. All right.
A good 7. It's like a solid 7.
That's a number.
Doable.
Yeah,
To watch
it's a
it.
number. Yeah, like you're not gonna. It's a good Sonic show. It's not like it's shit like fucking Rise of Lyric, even though it's a game. But
Fair enough.
but it's good for what it is. If you want a good Sonic show, because there hasn't been many in the many years.
Actually, I would argue
watch
that most of the Sonic shows have actually been good.
No, I'm saying there hasn't been many. Like in many years, there hasn't been that many Sonic shows. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, Even Sonic Boom, the show was actually pretty good.
Oh, Sonic Boom, the show was fantastic.
It was
I
actually
loved
hilarious.
it. It had really good comedy.
I was mad at how good it was, and I'm like, the show's awesome. Why was that bad? Like, why was the game bad?
I kind of wish they made like a season. Is it season 3 or season 4? I'm not totally sure what season they ended on. I wish there was more because it was great.
I definitely feel that. Though.
That era ended, and then Sonic X is Sonic X.
Sonic X is fire.
It was fire. I hate that they canceled it because there was supposed to be another season.
Was there? Because that shit kind of wraps up definitively.
No, there was supposed to be another season. It was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to.
Against what? They were fighting like actual. They went to space. Like where else?
I have no idea. Apparently, there was supposed to be a season 3 where Sonic. Well, one Shadow comes back, and then Sonic has to deal with this whole dark form that he had, or something like that. And something else. I think there was supposed to be some sort of other thing that's supposed to pop up. Maybe Chris Thorndike again. I'm not totally sure. I don't care about him, but
I'm pretty sure they sent him back home too. Like I feel like I wrapped up pretty.
They did, but it was still kind of ambiguous if he will get back there correctly because he became an adult and then a child. So that's kind of a big thing right there, in my opinion. You fucking come back to your home world and all of a sudden you're still a kid and like, hey, yo, wait a minute.
It's fine.
The person that I love is a whole grown woman. I'm a kindergartner. Or middle school. I think they're in middle school. But is that. I've also been pretty much it for watching wise. I said Freewind, it's been good. Great so far. Also, I kind of found out that they have like little mini episodes inside the episode. So it's not like one 24-minute episode or 23-minute episode. It's like half. So you get like chapters and such. It's kind of nice.
How did you not know that though? Like what? Why did it
I
take you so
didn't.
long to find this out?
Lacking.
No, I didn't know that. I have been lacking. I'm lacking on watching anime a lot. So.
But you're the anime guy. Well, you're the manga guy.
I am the anime guy, but I've been reading a lot of reading than watching.
Fair enough. It counts. It balances stuff out.
It does.
I'll admit, I too have been doing a lot of reading over watching. I'm not gonna front.
Reading you can do in a split second. Watching is the actual time frame. Mm-hmm. And my dilemma of with dubs and subs. So.
Well, Devaughn the only one that's been like consistently like watching stuff. You and Aaron, I think, because Devaughn will always come back and be like, "So I watched this show." I'm like, "Oh, finish the whole show." it's gone. Like One Piece being the perfect example. So he came back. He was like, "So I finished One Piece." And I'm like, "Well, that explains why he's just been gone."
2023.
Yeah, that explains a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of One Piece.
Was my One Piece year. I watched 1,000 episodes of that show. 1,000 plus.
That's impressive. I applaud you for that. Honest to God, I very much applaud you.
That's crazy. I just said it was like good. That was like I said, I'm gonna find a funny show. I heard One Piece is kind of funny. I check it out. That shit was hilarious.
It was. It is a funny show. It's a funny, cool, great action too. Heart-wrenching moments. But that's 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, and now.
How did you feel when you got to Thriller Bark and that nigga put a zombie back in the grave?
I was so happy.
That should have me dying. It's like,
that
nah.
should have me dying too.
just nah. I'm not dealing with it.
My favorite moment is when he tamed the Cerberus.
Oh yeah, it was easy. He said, "Nah, good, you good, bro. Stop."
Punches the shit out of it. All right, do it again.
You're done. I said you're done. Like, all right. I guess I'm done.
Fire's trash.
Oh my goodness. One Piece is great.
It's
just too. There's just too many chapters sometimes.
Oh, no, I can't wait for more.
Oh, I can't wait for more either.
I mean,
it's just going to be some good
right
stuff.
now.
The stuff that's going out right now on the manga is fucking wild.
Indeed.
He knows. He knows.
The Quando gnome.
Can't be
spoilers on. You don't know what happens in One Piece. Egghead goes crazy.
What? How are you gonna tell me
that? How could you?
Such a spoiler.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
It's gonna be a nice, calm arc.
It is Nothing's gonna happen. Just chill on the island for like 20 episodes.
I mean, that's not impossible for them to do that.
Sanjay,
It
what
would
you
be
cooking
fair.
today?
I mean, if you've seen the latest episode, you would think that some things might be fucking wild. Honest to God.
yeah, the last episode was funny.
That intro was pretty
Oh,
nice too.
it's officially
It was very nice.
Netflix did stupid. They put the one
What did they do?
episode of Egghead. They went from Marineford to Egghead on Netflix.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's dumb. That's so much in between.
Mhm.
Someone's just binging. Oh, that's extra. Why the fuck are they in these
Wonderful.
outfits? What the hell is this thing?
Netflix is like, hey, look, you should catch up, but we're not gonna be the ones to let you catch up.
You're gonna find out other way.
Yeah,
have-
better go look somewhere
You
else,
have
my
to
guy.
Come back for this one episode. Like no, like what the fuck?
Why is there additional member of the crew? Why the fuck is this?
Who is that guy? Who are those guys?
Who is this guy?
Who are those
What's with their
people?
outfits?
What the hell?
Bonnie, that was in the manga. That's how it's supposed. Oh yeah, it's so Bonnie half naked. She was just fully naked. When she finally shows the show of Egghead, I was like, "Got that? They really showed her this naked."
All right, Bonnie's just naked.
Hmm?
Cool. Bet. That's what we
Indeed.
want out here, I guess.
No.
I mean, yeah.
No.
No.
No. That's not what we want.
But reading wise, I have read We Are 101.
Okay, so you actually okay. How you feel about it?
I haven't caught up. I'm on chapter 2.
I was about to say there's only like 3 chapters.
I know there's 4 chapters now.
Well, there's 4
But-
chapters now. Yeah, it's been a week.
But yeah, it has been a week. But what is it? I started reading it. I think I was just at night, and I fell asleep, and I kind of forgot about it. So,
Okay. Yeah, 101.
but so far it's been pretty hooked. It's got me hooked on it
Told you.
because the whole premise of it and everything is just like, goddamn, that's tragic. It's cool, but tragic. Holy shit.
It's just I'm sad
And
now. Sick, but I'm sad.
and I very much enjoy the designs. They're actually really cool.
Yeah, I actually really like
Now
it.
I'm worried for our main MC though, because chapter 3. he is traumatized.
Yeah, no, that's trauma. That
Yeah,
definitely
that's-
is trauma.
That's definitely trauma. Yeah. Also reading wise, hope you enjoy a long ass name.
Oh yeah, you better send
That
this. I'm not
spoils-
typing this out.
It's not even. It kind of spoils. That's the fucking name. That's the English name.
Bro, what the fuck is that? A paragraph?
It's a fucking paragraph, man.
I just saw a message and I just see a paragraph. It has multiple lines. I'm like, what?
So
Go ahead and read that out for the audience because they can't, read minds.
Eldias Lord conquer the 7 dungeons with the ultimate skill of never dying, giving to you by the goddess.
Bro, what the fuck is this? I mean, I guess I could guess. I could
Yes.
take a gander about.
It kind of
what this
basically
might be.
It basically gives you the fucking thing.
You know
but
what I get?
you
know what I get from
In
this?
the
He
story-
dies at the 8th dungeon.
He might not be able to die.
He might not. I'm not
He
totally
said
sure.
Only 7 dungeons.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even know this thing had like a long ass name. I just saw the first part. I'm like, okay, whatever. Saw ellipses. I'm like, okay, it doesn't need to be that long. And after that, and checking it for the podcast and everything, like, god damn, this thing's fucking long. Holy shit.
This is so long.
Like, is that necessary? Also, I didn't see that end part. I'm like, okay, wow, this is a shitty ass
It's gonna
title.
get
Okay.
longer and longer and longer as the time goes on.
But in
how
this
they do, I
one,
guess.
Rio, our main character's name, he's a
That's not a
14-year-old
bad
boy,
name.
wanted to be an adventurer. And he is trying to, as the title suggests, conquer the dungeons, the 7 dungeons. Reason behind it is because if you conquer the 7 dungeons, the goddess of the island of Eldias can grant you a wish. And that's the premise. The only problem is that he's level 1. Reason behind it is because the goddess made it so that for him to level up, he has to get 1 million experience.
Wow, she fucking hated him apparently.
Actually, not. There's a reason behind it, which goes into spoilers. Which essentially they have a family dynamic, kind of.
Oh, so you gotta learn a lesson. So you need to go out and see the world, basically.
More of she has being kind of overprotective. She's kind of like a mother figure to him. And she's like, I don't want you to get hurt, so this is what I did.
So Balder. He's Balder.
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
So, so far it's been pretty good. It's not heaping pile of garbage. It's not like it's really really bad or anything.
That's some fun trash.
It's just kind of like a decent read. And the art's pretty good too. It's not like it's garbage like how certain things are. And the fights are actually pretty good. And our MC isn't stupid.
Oh, thank God.
He has a brain.
He met him.
He's smart.
If he can stay alive for 7 dungeons.
I mean, he can't die anyway, so he could actually.
He kind of fights as if he's I want to say Deadpool or Wolverine. Like he doesn't really care about his life ish. He very much says, "Oh, yo, this thing's gonna kill us. All right, I'll take the blow. It'll be fine."
It's like crazy. I don't like that fighting sound.
Devaughn like, I hate that. That's not fun.
How do you beat them? They're pushing.
All he do is push. He doesn't know how to not push.
I wouldn't say that he pushes. He's more like he
push.
in the first chapter. He gets into a party, but he basically informs. He's very knowledgeable about how the monsters in the dungeon is, and if anything deadly comes by, he's just like, whatever. I'll take it. And then gets back up. And he literally meat shield.
He got that 100 defense.
Mm-hmm. And another little thing is that I guess the god is kind of fucked up a bit because he gets experience from dying apparently. So when he dies, he can get something, but it's not a lot.
Okay.
So
he's got to do it a million times.
A million times, yes.
Probably less, because I'm assuming it's like 2 XP or something, not like 1.
You'll have to read it.
Of course.
There are only...
Why should it be doubled? It's like, oh yeah, you get like 0.5 XP. But it's XP nonetheless.
Very true. But there are only 35 chapters in this. So if you want to check it out, by all means, do so. Next one... It's questionable, but
I don't know.
It's okay so far.
What kind of question?
More of like, I hope that this doesn't turn into a. It's already kind of it. It doesn't turn to romancy because this one's called Backwater Old Man Becomes a Swordmaster.
Okay.
Our main character, Breely, Berryl.
Barley?
Acronym.
Burley. Acronym.
Burley.
It's just.
But Burley, he is a swordsman. He's a teacher at a sword academy in the country, and he's been doing it for the majority of his life. Hasn't really done much. And one of his students come back and basically ask him to be an instructor for the Imperial Knights because of how good he is. And he's just kind of, not that prideful for himself. He's very unconfident.
He'd be humble.
He lacks that charisma.
He's a humble
very
king.
much. No, not humble. He just very much doubts himself. He's just like, oh, I can't do this. I'm an old
I know
man.
what I said. He's a humble king. I know what I said.
And so, because of this, he is offered a position to teach the Imperial Knights. However, the Imperial Knights think that he's just, a flaw, even though he's taught the leader of the Knights now. And, he has to prove himself and other things of that variety. Only problem is that majority of the students that we've been seeing are young females.
Oh.
And he is a little middle-aged man. So, that little dilemma, like they're older now. They're like in their 20s from my knowledge, or maybe teens. But it's just questionable shit.
Is it weird that I liked the literal reverse of this, which was Moggy, where it's like he's like a 10-year-old child? And that's teaching a bunch of like teenage girls, but like him being an older man teaching, it just threw me off. I'm like, like technically that's how it should technically be, but I'm looking at it being like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this because anime.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
trust this because
Oh,
anime.
Because
no.
anime.
He knows.
That's the thing. It's among the manga. I'm like, but so far our main character is just like not like swaying towards that. He's just like, he's my student. Nice. It's nice to see them. And
He's
everyone and the
chilling.
girls are just being like, I want you. Like, and he's just like, no. So
that's a fat no, but you know,
yeah, it's a fat no.
good for you.
and or he has some like oblivious moments, I guess, here and there. But
I feel like if
fight
he's smart
scenes-
enough to say no, I feel like he definitely knows. He's just ignoring, which is the better way to write that. He's just stonewalling it.
There's some pretty good fight scenes in this. He is somewhat of a master prodigy swordsman because it's called the Backwater swordsman. And he has some good techniques. There's some weird ass techniques in here. With one person just thinking that some reason spinning around while jumping and using that momentum to cleave someone is a good idea, even though you very much are open.
I mean, depending on, it seems like it works in a lot of other things. I mean, obviously it's not a good idea, but it works. It's a manga. Like, why would it not?
It's animated, but no. But yeah, check it out if you want to. There's some. It's so far been doing pretty well upon the fight scenes, the building of the character, and it's been mostly showing of building himself, making sure he has he should be prideful in himself for his techniques, how good he is, and everything else.
Okay.
And aside from that, game wise, I finally got the true ending for 30XX, so that's pretty much all I can really say.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra shit you got to do. Multiple runs, a lot of multiple runs. I think there are like
You've been making progress on that
12
for a minute now.
12 different items you have to get the true ending.
Okay.
And you can't do it all at once, sadly enough.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got it though.
Yeah, I do. It's okay. It's not like it's big impactful or anything. It's kind of lackluster.
Just fun
actually.
times.
There's no.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
fun times.
lackluster. That's crazy all that time.
It's lackluster because the true ending doesn't provide you a final boss. The best way to put it.
You were looking for it. It was like, I want to swing on something, and they're like,
I want to.
no,
Yes,
just-
exactly. Because the base
enjoy
game
the ending.
had a final boss and everything. This one is just like, oh no, let's just talk, and then it's like, all right, cool.
Do they do the
Credits.
"What am I fighting for" reference, or like, what do they hit you with? Without,
It's
like,
more
spoiling?
of it's not even a fighting for. It's more of just two people talking, and that's it. And then it kind of cuts to them, not even cuts to. It just kind of has them just like talking and then mending their relationship, and then it just goes to credits. That's it.
Oh.
It just
What
goes to
am I
credits.
fighting for? I feel like they should have did that instead of the ending. 'Cause
They
it
should
was
have.
like,
It'd be a nice reference. But I've been also thinking about possibly modding it now because apparently people have been modding in the X characters, Mega Man X characters into the game.
I mean, they
and doing a
basically
whole-
are Mega Man and Zero. So like, what's the point?
They are, yeah, but they've
Like,
been
they're
doing a whole
them in everything but name. So like, I'm actually quite confused as to why it's necessary to do that. But
Oh yeah, but no, they have like the characters. You could do different models. They have it from the normal X series, at least X4, I think, is what they're basing the model off, to all the way to like Command Mission, to X Dive, having the Dante outfit, or almost anything. 02, Black Zero, Normal Zero, the Virgil Zero, even some like sort of extra stuff too. So even
Zero
like
doesn't have that many
enemies are
forms,
actually
so.
redesigned too, to have like just the Mega Man X enemies instead.
what about Mega Man?
And even the
Zero?
bosses, they're all like just thrown in there. You can have the what's the name? What's one name of them?
Don't even
From
worry
X4 onward, some of the bosses you can just like they have thrown in there. So it's not just
some of those names are not easy to remember, and I'm not about to have you try to remember them right now. They're just not easy to remember.
But there was one that's like a dragon, I think it was, and he like punches things, not punches things. I'm like pretty sure it's an X4. It's like a dragoon, something dragoon, I think it was. Red dragoon.
Don't worry about it.
All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. There's nothing really else
So
I can
what to
really
say,
talk
I
about.
do not remember. For me, well, I finally started watching some Pluto. Devaughn finally got me to
how
get
was
through the
that?
first episode of Pluto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Um,
good. It's interesting.
That shit hurt.
I know.
They be talking a lot though, but
I
that shit
know.
hurt.
But the story though, that should be happening.
Yeah, no, that story be happening. That first episode kind of hurts, but it's talking about all the stuff I love, because I like my existential robots, what makes us human things, and that's what Pluto is. It does that. That first episode is just them going like one of the biggest parts of the episode is just like a robot can't make music, and it's like, nah, but like what if it got trauma? He's like, robots can have trauma? And like, yeah, it can have trauma. It was in a war. Like, it was there. We also, like, dealt with the idea that, like, of them having spouses as a thing. I was like, oh, okay, if we're that far along, then why is there a question? They're basically people. But, people still treat things that are different from them as different.
Racist.
So, yeah, yeah. There's literally a blind old man that is racist against robots that gets turned around on robots. In the first episode, and then it ends sad because it's a robot, it's a warbot that's like, I don't want to be known for being like a butcher. I want to learn how to play piano, bro. I want to know how to do things. I want to create. I don't want to just destroy. And I was like, oh, my chest. In the beginning, we're like investigating like the murders of robots and people. I guess it's like multiple crimes because anybody that knows anything about Astro Boy knows that like who Pluto is and why that's important. But also at the same time, it's like, yeah, you kind of just forget sometimes, because I was definitely watching that episode, and I know it's just an adaptation of like of a specific arc in Astro Boy. But, like, we got to the ending, and it was like, oh, yeah, there's Adam. And I'm like, oh, yeah, fucking right. This is about Astro Boy. Like, it's not, but, like, it's just an Astro Boy thing. I'm like, there he is.
Yeah.
Spent, like, that entire episode, that nigga is not mentioned, like, one bit. I'm like, hey, it's a fair point. Which is good. I mean, it pretty much tells you what the focus is. It writes his thesis statement real heavy on the wall and go, like, we're going to be talking about shit like this. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah. I'm like, I'm down. I can't wait to watch more of it, but those episodes are long, and I will probably watch one at a time whenever I get the opportunity, because that shit good. But
if I
that's
know the definition of a good yapping show, I would just give up this. If you want a show to talk to you,
this show will talk to you. It's got something to say, but like, this is not action-wise. There's not a lot going on. But it's got a lot to say, which is fine by me, because I don't mind listening. I just shouldn't do that right before I'm about to go to bed, because that's why I couldn't get through the first episode.
Have your brain racing. What the fuck happened?
It's not even that it was racing. It's like I was talking, and I'm like, I'm hearing him, and I'm like, I'm falling asleep now. I'm unconscious. And then I wake up and I'm like, I'm so lost. How many episodes did I miss? I don't know back now. I was like, them niggas talking about a whole nother subject. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But Pluto's dope. I also checked out Echo. I watched the first 2 episodes. I meant to get back to more today before we actually got back to here. I wanted to get to the first 2 at least. That show kind of fun. I like it. It kind of reminds me a lot more of Daredevil and the Netflix Marvel series, which I kind of want the TV series to get back to, because there hasn't been like a serious one since Winter Soldier. Genuinely, since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was more like grounded, like taken more serious, not super bombastic in like the stakes, but like granted, like obviously Falcon and the Winter Soldier was like espionage, and I liked it, right? Like, so like I'm one of the people that walked away and I was like, I enjoyed my time with that show. It had some problems, obviously. It suffered from rewrite stuff, but like I walked away from it and be like, that's more of what I kind of want from the MCU from these shows. It's just more grounded stuff.
Nah, She-Hulk was peak.
She-Hulk could have been peak. Could have.
could've
It had the
been.
potential. It just failed tremendously.
It very much failed. No, I'm
It's
joking,
like-
but I wasn't being serious.
No, I know, but
This
like,
is no, this is to the viewers.
because I like the idea of She-Hulk, and I watched it to its completion, and I enjoyed the plot line that was happening in it, but I wasn't like, kind of like, there was parts of it that I'm like, come on, man. In fact, the best example of the entire thing is the episode where Daredevil shows up, because we actually have the thing that we wanted to see, which is some lawyer work and then superhero fights with some jokes. It wasn't 90% jokes, but like as far as the She-Hulk show goes, I'm like, yo, if you could just make all the episodes like that episode with Daredevil in it, that would have been fine. would have been actually just perfect, actually. But for Echo, it's very much boots to the ground. Like I said, almost. I mean, obviously Kingpin is a major factor in it, and Vincent D'Onofrio and the actress that plays Echo plays a huge part. I think it's kind of cool. Echo is definitely an anti-hero in this one. One of the major things that happens in the first episode is that she's basically putting everyone she cared about in danger for revenge. And it's even stated in the beginning that they're like, hey, don't do this. There are people here that care about you and miss you. Don't put them in danger. We never had this conversation. And then she proceeds to then put them in danger. So I'm like, Echo's kind of not the best person, but she's not supposed to be. So for those that, I guess, don't know, Echo is a Native American super hero, quote unquote. She's obviously going through an arc. She's commonly known as a Daredevil antagonist turned hero. And the story kind of follows a lot of the same lines of like what's happening. Not bar for bar, word for word, but a lot of the same lines that's happening with currently with this, where like she used to work under Kingpin, kind of had to switch up kind of stuff, right? And for extra context, because this is kind of important, you got to see her turnaround, her little flip, more so in the Hawkeye series, which wasn't bad, but was kind of just, I don't know how to explain Hawkeye. Hawkeye's just kind of like, it existed. It wasn't bad. It was just, I enjoyed it. I was watching it, and I was enjoying it, but it's forgettable, I guess is the best way I could describe it. But like, she was in that as an antagonist throughout that entire thing, with the big reveal for her being that like, oh, my dad was not killed, in fact, by Hawkeye when he was Ronin. My dad was actually killed by Wilson Fisk, who wanted to commit this hit. So the dude that's been raising me as his daughter is actually the one that killed my dad. Fuck that guy. And thus, the show kicks off with her being like, I'm still continuing to fuck him over, and I might want to just replace the Kingpin, which is one of those things where I'm like, you know, I'm kind of cool with it. I mean, like, not that Kingpin has to be replaced, but like, I'm cool with the idea that she's like, nah, I'm coming for that seat, as opposed to, nah, I'm gonna just fight the Kingpin all the time. I was like, nah, I'm coming for your seat. I want that seat. I want to do something different with it. we ain't gonna be in the same spot. Besides that though, because so far I recommend Echo, and I actually suggest that we watch a couple episodes, Devaughn, because I think you would actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind checking it out.
It's also brutal.
Native American representation.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you would actually like it too. Because Native American representation, and then on top of that, she is both deaf and she's missing a leg. She has a prosthetic, so representation.
That prosthetic
for sure.
better have blades inside of it.
It does not, but I see it coming more handy than I thought it was going to, and I'm like, you know what? That's fair. It was like, basically, she's been put into a couple situations where it's like, if that was a real leg, you'd be screwed. But because it's not, it's actually giving you an advantage right now. It's wild.
I see.
Because it's not, you're cool. Let me see. I know I was reading a webtoon. I think I was reading a new one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what I started reading. Okay, I had to go find it because the name was something that like had popped up before. Like we've talked about
Mm-hmm.
the artists for this one, but we actually haven't like talked about the comic itself. So I've been reading Knights of the Wandering Castle, which, like I said, we talked about the artist for this before, but this one's first time I'm actually reading it. I think I'm still on the first. Technically speaking, according to this, I am still on the first chapter, but the first chapter is like 52 pages.
Jesus.
It's broken up into two parts, so it's like, but it's still like the first chapter is 52 pages. So I'm like, I'm reading it. I'm further in. They also explain it that like the way the chapters used to release for this was that they would basically release like one or two pages at a time, and so the first two chapters are all of those pages put together as to one into like one consistent read, and then broken up in two parts because it's kind of big for it to be 52 pages. So the first
You
one
said
is
it's on webtoons.
yes, um, but it's a vibe. We have a brown boy. They make the point of mentioning that he's brown. I'm assuming he's
Oh wow.
Hispanic. Honestly, where this takes place is actually unknown to me because like they're knights. They're knights, right? They're knights, and this kid is brown, so I'm assuming Hispanic of some sort. Um, and his master is Asian, and clearly a samurai. But there are knights. And people are swinging English swords around, like broadswords.
Mm.
So I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. I'm kind of cool with it so far. Um, but so far it's a cool little read. It's pretty long so far. I think it's got up to I'm gonna go up all the way up. Okay, so technically it has 16 chapters, but the chapters are broken up into multiple like bits. So we're talking like some of them are like they're like 4 pages, quote unquote. So like I think that they're done more in like a book fashion and scanned in, as opposed to just straight up how Webtoon usually does it. Just because of how they're broken up. So multiple there's several chapters where it's just page 1 through 4, and then it'll be
So
I kind of don't want to look because
technic-
it's possibly
what is
spoilers,
this?
but
Technically, there are 16 chapters, but in
technically,
actuality, there are 264
Jeez.
episodes, quote unquote.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice read. It's the best way I can describe it right now. I haven't even started to scratch the surface of it. But basically, our main character just wants to be trained to be like the knights that he's aware of, but unfortunately, he's a page. And as far as I've gotten in the series so far, he's starting to learn basically what it means to be a squire, uh, because being a squire is tough. um, besides that, I mean, it's a nice little read. I've been vibing with it. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I was checking out. Oh, I did read chapter 4 of BR 101. No, I
Mhm.
haven't caught. There isn't anything else I have had to read. I'm obviously caught up on the things that I've been reading already. So like End of Mott, for instance, I know I caught up on. I haven't caught up on the rest of these things though. But as always, go check those out because they're dope. Gonna have to check out more of those anyway. Plus, a bunch of webtoons just dropped recently. I also
That's
will
true.
say this: I got my hands because I just want to talk about it for a second. I got my hands on the complete omnibus for I almost said Gwenpool, not Gwenpool, Spider Gwen,
Mm.
Oh,
which
okay.
as far as I'm concerned, I so that thing is actually it's half the actual story. So I need a second volume to finish it off. And once I do that, I don't have to read another bit of Spider Gwen ever because unless they pull something crazy, it'll be the original run um from like beginning to end of everything that involved her like entire world. Because the fact that they've been trying to push her into the 616 recently, I just don't need it. I don't need it. I've probably stated this multiple times, but I'll say it again for here. Spider-Gwen is most interesting in her universe because that's where all the really cool stuff happens. Like, for instance, Daredevil being the Kingpin, or Captain America being like a black woman, for instance. Things like that, right? Or Peter Parker being the Lizard and that being the catalyst for why everything happens. Or Frank Castle being the chief of police. Like, things like that don't happen in the 616 because that's the fun part about her universe. It's a twist on things. And as the stories continue, they, tweak these things and mix them up and wrap them around in different ways. So it's not meant to be a direct adaptation of, the comics and 616 and everything that's happening. Mm-hmm. She's meant to be in her own universe. Her own universe has its own flavor. Cool stuff happens because of that. They are obviously making this huge push to kind of get her into the same, basically do what they did with Miles with her, but it doesn't work. Because Gwen's universe is a huge part of why it's fascinating. Miles is really cool as a character, and was probably the only thing at the time worth saving, for the most part, because Jimmy Hudson is also another whole other thing. But Miles' story was one of the main things worth saving from the Ultimate Universe when they were going to destroy it. Because the Ultimate Universe as a whole was dying. Like, comic books weren't selling, people didn't like it, but what was selling was everything involving Miles Morales and Spider-Man from that universe. Like, people were following that story for real. So, like, when they go, like, you know what, we're just gonna pick him up and put him over here. Everybody's like, cool with me. Like, I would like to just continue that story. Whereas Gwen, it's like, her thing actually has an ending now, technically speaking. Like, Leon, you always want to, like, complain about not having endings in comic books? Go fucking read Spider-Gwen. You're gonna read that from beginning to end and be done. You don't gotta touch it again. But yeah, it's one of those comics that just have a really good ending, and it's like, you could just do that now. And I'm trying to be able to just have that and then get to enjoy that. So that's awesome. I'm also gonna look into Seconds, which is the other comic that Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, wrote. And I never got around to that, but I bought it, and it's on its way, so I can't wait to get into that whenever I do. Besides that, I think that's about it for me. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, let's take a quick look at our Keep an Eye On section, and then we'll call it a night. Let's go over here. Let's go to Twitter. And I'll start up.
I'm sorry.
You suck. We'll start up this little stream for you guys so you can see it, so I don't have to worry about sharing things.
Twitter, X, sorry.
Nah, it's fine. If we don't acknowledge it, it's fine. So, basically, we have Kuber Chen, who is a solar developer, who's making... Actually, I don't know what it's called. I feel like I've seen the name before.
Let's scroll down.
Yeah, Airtight City. Airtight City is what it's called. There we go.
Oh, okay.
My dyslexicast does it all right, City.
Oh, yes, it's all right, City. So basically, the whole deal with this is that this game is a third-person action game, and I say this loosely because there's shooting going on, but there's also a lot of punching and melee stuff happening. And when you got stuff as let's say dynamic as this, it's not clear to put, like, I don't know how I would actually explain this to you guys, but it is third person over the shoulder.
Dogs.
Let me go to there are dogs. We're going to the media part so we can see it. More dog. Gay dog.
Ooh. He clean with
Yeah,
it.
we got
that's
telekinetic
cool.
powers. We got things getting slapped around with guns. Got guns floating around into your hand as you do it, like that. That's kind of clean. It looks really smooth. We got this cyberpunk looking. Damn, we've got a lot of controls going on. We got the cyberpunk looking suit kind of going on. That's kind of dope to see.
Damn.
What looks like a Dominator. A lot of gore. I want to say techno zombies. They're very fleshy.
I say mutants.
And the game is gory. Mutants?
No idea, but this is cool.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to check this out. I'm trying to play this.
What is he calling?
This is a Hammer of Dawn? Yeah, it's a hammer Dawn. Oh my god! The thing it doesn't exist anymore. It's like a gravity version of the hammer Dawn. It's gone. There's nothing left.
He knew he was cooking with that.
But it's really cool. They're getting like these really cool executions. When you go to shoot, it obviously zooms in a little bit more, kind of like God of War. When you're doing melee, it zooms out a little bit, but it's definitely kind of like Resident Evil, God of War style like combat going on, like a bit of nice little mix. Cause
Very cool.
damn, that hammer looked crunchy, to say the least. Which I guess it has like a hint of Dead Space going on in it, because the little telekinetic stuff. Damn.
These kicks have so much bass.
Yeah, nah. So we talked about how Isaac has like the heaviest boots known to man in video games. This man's got like the heaviest kicks I've ever seen in a game. Like,
his fucking kicks are like gunshots.
it's low-key like, why are you even using the gun? Like, damn.
Damn. This man fucking hits. Jesus Christ.
My man punched him into pieces, dog. There's nothing left.
Wait. Replay that very quickly. Hold on.
He actually paused it. Like, he paused it multiple times during it.
He wasn't done.
Like,
I'm not done.
So, literally, okay, that combo right there reminds me of how Naruto beat the shit out of Sasuke in the final end battle.
But he did it faster.
He did it faster, yes, but
better.
But just the kick and then just the punches and everything and then sending the fucking guy flying. Good lord.
I think I clicked on this one.
Go to one. This one, yeah.
This one.
Big oof.
Oh!
God damn.
Oh! Yeah, no, I have to play this. So we're obviously going to put this in the chat for you guys to like see and things of that nature. Airtight City looks crazy. I actually don't know what just happened. How did he explode?
He said not
okay,
good.
he did telekinesis. He used telekinesis to crush him. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, Cuber Chen is doing some really cool things. I can't wait to actually get a chance to test this, touch it. In fact, we might want to actually get in touch with them and see if we can play test this, honestly, or like touch it and just have some fun. We got some nice dashes. He put the electricity on his fist. Nah, it's over, bro.
He didn't need those.
He didn't even need them. His fists were like gun. We just said it. His punches and kicks were like gunfire anyway. Like
I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was punching for a second, but he was actually shooting.
Like I gotta see that again, man. Like he really just powered up and just dunked this man.
Thanks for watching.
God damn.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, we gotta take it back. I gotta see.
Bye.
Giblets, dog.
You good?
It's this one again. Where is it? These are cool. I highly recommend going to see this. Like checking this guy out because it's the Hammer of Dawn.
Unfortunately, they're standing there.
I know, right? Goodbye. You are now missed. There's nothing left. We got the nice little dash too.
Let me be clean with it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Here we go. They're giving him the smoke. He hit with the shoulder charge into the
shit. I think that kick should just be enough. Honest to God, like he's just...
Man, him charging up next to him should have been fucking.
Now I do.
That should have been the indicator. It's like, yeah, I don't want the smoke.
Mm-hmm. I do hope that there is like PlayStation controller support, or unless is this on Steam? Is this gonna be on Steam?
Not Steam, so it'll fix itself either way.
They love
having
this.
Xbox controller. I mean, look at it. It's cool, man. Of course, I would like it too. If you made like one of the coolest Hammer of Dawn like gravity like thing, like yeah, no, they love testing this one. I would want to test it all the time. I'm like, yeah, that works. That works as intended.
A little bloody.
This is an earlier one, so it's not. This one's not as bloody. There's not a mist on the ground anymore. See? I don't know. There's definitely still a mist. It's there. They're fine paced. But yeah, obviously, warning for those. Oh, it is Gantz inspired. They obviously have the thing here, but like now that I look at it, yeah, it's very much Gantz inspired too. Obviously, if you're not like a fan of gore or aren't okay with that kind of thing, maybe don't look this up. But it's a vibe, right? Like it's definitely cool. You should give it a shot. Whenever this comes out. I'll be getting it day one because
Yeah, me too.
I got the smoke. He about it. He knows what we like. Actually, I'm gonna hit this right there because I don't think I did that. Now I need to. But yeah, Cooper Chen, you got it, bro. So, without further ado, that will bring this episode to a close. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. As always, we appreciate you guys. For sure, as we always do. Obviously, hit us up with the streams, Paper Play Action on Twitch. You can watch us while we play video games, have fun, do stupid things sometimes. Keep an eye out for whenever we jump on because we do that. Well, our set day is Sunday at 11, around 11-ish, around that time, right? But we have random encounter streams, so just look up for the tweets. We'll be up sometimes and just be like, oh, we're just streaming this today. But if you miss it, it's fine. It'll be up on our YouTube channel, which is Paper Play Action on YouTube. Go out there and see whatever we missed, possibly. It'll be up there with, relative quickness. So check it out there. Catch up on whatever it is you missed.
Can't wait to see the God run through.
God run through is definitely being saved, bro. Don't worry. As well as, obviously, you can hit us up on our Patreon if you ever want to support us. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter, paper_action, or on Threads because, that's technically better right now. I prefer Threads, actually, than Twitter currently. Because technically, at least Threads is called Threads and not X. But, we're going to keep dunking on it. It's just a bad name, so we're just going to keep dunking on it.
It is. I still find it funny.
Blow. Should we be used to it by now? Maybe.
No.
But,
Maybe.
Twitter's going to shut down soon. Elon Musk's fucking it up.
Oof.
I still find it funny with the whole the thing I sent last week with the whole Japan with X and everything because it's been messing up with the name and such. It's fucking hilarious.
It just wasn't a smart move by any means.
It was not. Was this petty or did he just not like the name anymore?
I feel like it was out petty, to be honest with you.
He wanted to be hip and cool.
I'm trying to be cool. That being said, Paper_action. You can follow us on there. Instagrams as well, same thing.
Instagram.
We're on all of those places. Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're on all of them.
Instagram.
Yeah, but if you want to support us, you can always hit the chip jar down below or hit up our Patreon to just, support the show. But as always, the best thing you can do to actually support us is to spread the love, tell people about it.
Spread the love.
Let them know that we exist and that you're out here and that you enjoy it.
Spread the love.
Exactly. And I think that does
Go
it.
up to your homies, slide in the DMs, and be like, "Hey, yo, watch these people."
If you slide in the DMs with our podcast, that's amazing. You should just do that. Send us a tweet of you doing that, and or a thread. Either one. Send us something of you doing that, and we'll have to get a reward for you. We don't know. It might be a hoodie. It might be one of the shop stuff. As of right now, you can still send in your personal orders for those, by the way. Send it with size, everything. Hoodies are $20, $15 for the fleeces. We also got snapbacks and beanies. I think something else, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, dad hats too. That's the thing too. But whatever you want, just let us know. Hit us with the sizes, personal orders, because we're taking them. It's made to order currently right now, so that's fun. And I think that'll do it. So, without further ado, we will be played out. The song will be "Over It" by ASG3 D3. We will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.
You made your you know you did, you know you did, you know you did, you know you can't blame anybody else for this. Build a bridge and get over it, get over it, get over it. You can keep all your apologies and empty promises.
You telling me to get over you, girl, you owe me your heart and it's overdue. I'm the one who came over and noticed you. Girl, you told me goodbye, I need closure too. Look, I'm all on your page, girl, and I don't even follow you. I'm about to make these hymns, I'm trying to give it all to you. You told me keep on working, girl, that's just what I'ma do. We met in fall, we have a daughter named her Autumn Boo. realize I did you wrong, but baby girl, you did me wrong too. Just don't forget that I'm the one that you belong to. How can I move on when I know I belong in your room? Who would've thought that the distance would bring us to our doom? I get a high when I'm with you, I feel I'm on the moon.